Welcome to my garden, where I'll be highlighting some of the plants in my spring garden. To start off with, just look at these beauties. So these are hostas. I don't have a specific name for them, but it was actually one plant that I divided, and this is the best they have looked in since I divided them, really. It's absolutely stunning. The leaves, I don't think they've ever been this big. Because my garden is northeast facing, I have a lot of shade in the garden. So most of the plants you'll be seeing are shade loving plants. I do get some sun towards the end of the garden. So because I grow vegetables as well, I've reserved that area for my vegetable garden, but you'll see it all in a little while. So in this particular border, I get about I usually say around 4 hours of sun. But in the deep summer, I think I get slightly more. So I have quite shade loving plants in this area. I've got Schemia, Camellia, I have got Thalictrum delavai, I've got heuchras. I actually divided the heuchras not long ago, so you shall see heuchras all over my garden. Not because I buy a lot of heuchras, it's simply because I divided one particular heuchra and it gave me 6. So you shall see them all over the garden. I also have this hydrangea, which is quite new to me. I'm looking forward to see what it does. I got it last year and it did not flower, so I'm looking forward to seeing whether it flowers this year. This is the biggest self-seeder in my garden. It came up about, I want to say 2023. That's when it started coming up. And it was a bit all over the place. So for the past year, I've been trying to train it into a tree, hence the straps, trying to hold it in place. It does get quite windy where it is, but all in all, it seems to be doing well and dropping a lot of seed as well. I was really happy to see some alyssum. It somehow overwintered. The winter we had was quite mild, so I think that's what helped it overwinter. I don't think I've ever had alyssums blooming this early in the season. So this section, which features the self-seeder mystery plant and the rose, it gets a bit more sun. So it's still part shade, but I wouldn't put my schemia there, for example, because it does get a bit more sun than the first part of the border. I told you you'd see a lot of heuchras in the garden. So this is the right side of the garden and it is absolutely full shade up till the vegetable garden. I have ferns in the garden. They are new to me as well. I bought them last year. I left the old leaves on them. This is my new salad trough. I built it and I filled it a few days ago, and it seems to be doing well. In this section, I've got some salvia, I've got some grasses, some violas, and the blueberries. They are evergreens and they always have color on them. They are absolutely stunning. I bought them, I want to say, a couple of seasons ago, and the fruit, I've had one berry from two of them. It was quite tart, but it's still early days, so we shall see how they do. But in the meantime, they've been giving me so much joy through the winter seasons because they are evergreens. Welcome to my vegetable garden. So in this first raised bed, I've got onions and two types of garlic. I wouldn't usually plant them next to each other because they can be attacked by the same diseases and the same pests, but I did do so in this case and they seem to be doing well. Only time will tell if they'll carry on doing well. I've got an assortment of plants here. I've got some azaleas, another blueberry. I've got some violas in containers, another grass. I also have a hebe, which is another evergreen, and it just brings so much joy and life to the garden over winter. On the left side of the vegetable garden, I have two more blueberries. These ones are in fresh soil because I changed their container in December and they seem to be doing okay. The smaller one, I should have changed its container ages ago. It wasn't draining very well, so most of the roots rotted. But it seems to be doing well. It seems to be doing well. The rest of the vegetable garden currently has some daisies in the ground. I've got some willow herb. I have some daffodils, or shall I say, I had some daffodils. They are now spent. And then at the topmost part, we have the rose. So from the rose to the end of the garden, I would say that's where I get the most sun in the garden. I put the vegetable garden there because I grow things like tomatoes, which really like a lot of sun. I grow sweet corn. So yes, if you can still grow vegetables in a shady north-facing garden, even if you don't get that much sun, you'd probably need to grow things like spinach, possibly kale, so vegetables that do tolerate a bit of shade. Thank you all for joining me. I am looking forward to this gardening season. Take care. Bye.